Good morning. My name is Kevin Dance. I am from Australia, and presently I'm working in the country of Papua New Guinea. Prior to that, I spent almost 11 years trying to bring into reality a decision made in the year 2000 in Brazil, that it was now time in a globalized world for the Passionists to find new places to try and speak our message of hope to the world. And so I was asked to go to New York, to the United Nations, to begin the work of creating a new body that could represent the Passionist family, so that our vision of life might be added to the many other visions that drive this multinational body. And so I've had a very interesting transition from trying to work with and to influence and to advocate with the decision makers that shape the present world, and moving back to direct contact and direct ministry with people in a very poor and a very troubled country, Papua New Guinea. It's driven by great poverty. There are high levels of violence, particularly violence against women and children. There is an enormous amount of corruption, which means that the natural resources of the country are not equally shared, and that in fact the inequality gap is widening between people. And so I've been blessed to be able to sort of stand and work directly with people, and having so recently come from the situation where I've had to try and work with other people to advocate for justice in the greatest multilateral body in the world. And always it must be that our position is driven by the values that the Passionist spirit is all about, which is the unbelievable love of God for every person, and the call that Jesus said, "I've come so that you may have life and have it to the full." And we know that for so many billions of people who are our brothers and sisters today, they certainly do not have life to the full. And there are so many contrary interests, and with the forces of globalization, with the capacity for communication, and with the influence of the financial sector, which dictates largely what is possible and often the decisions that governments make, it is truly important that we try to bring another voice into those deliberations. My years at the United Nations were marked by frustration and challenge, but I believe that the presence of other voices there in that forum are desperately important, so that the power and the force of money and influence do not carry the day, because that will be to the disadvantage of the poor. And our task is to stand with the poor and to stand up for the poor. And so I believe that I've been truly blessed to be able to see the difference, the need that we have for both approaches to life, direct action and direct service, whereby we try to live as much as we're able the experience of those forced to live in poverty, and at the other end to take that experience and to try and translate it into challenges and questions and invitations and opportunities to the formers of opinion and the formers of decisions, the governments of the world. So a gathering such as this is vitally important, because this is the first time that we've been able to bring Passionist men and women from different countries of the world to share our experiences. It's important that we learn to listen to one another, to listen beyond our differences, and to realize that each of us has a contribution to make. And it's desperately important that we learn to respect each other's position and to realize that together we are strong. The message of the passion of Jesus as the most overwhelming work of God's love that wants to draw everybody to share the good things of life, is more needed than ever, and I believe that we must find new ways and new places in which to speak that message. Thank you.